feel it, don't you? That knot in your gut. Fear, gnawing, whispering, holding you back. It's there when you think about stepping up, speaking out, chasing what you want. Maybe it's failure staring you down. Maybe it's judgment laughing in your face. Maybe it's just you, scared you're not enough. I've felt it too. We all have. But here's the truth. Fear isn't your enemy. It's your forge. Welcome to Inspire Forge. This is Fear is Your Fuel. Forge a fearless life. We're not running from it. We're burning it down. Let's light it up. Let's get honest. Fear's a beast. It's real, it's loud, and it's got claws. You know its voice. Maybe it's what if I fail? That job you want, that move you're eyeing, frozen because you might crash. Maybe it's what will they think? Friends, family, strangers judging your every step. Maybe it's I'm not ready. A dream you've shelved because you're scared to start. For me, it was public speaking. Mouth dry, heart pounding, terrified I'd flop. Sound familiar? This isn't some shadow. It's in you. The way your hands sweat when you think about risking it. The way your breath catches when you imagine falling short. Maybe it's rejection. They'll say no, they'll laugh. Maybe it's loss. If I try, I'll lose what I've got. Maybe it's the unknown. What's out there? Can I handle it? It's not weak to feel it, it's human. Fear's been with you forever, shaping you, shrinking you. But here's the flip. That fear's not here to stop you. It's here to fuel you. Steel doesn't bend without heat, and you don't grow without pressure. You've been dodging it, hiding from it, letting it call the shots. Why? It's not your boss, it's your spark. Stop asking, what if I can't? Ask this, what if I can? Because that tremble, it's energy, that doubt, it's fire. You're not fragile, you're flammable. Let's name it. What's your fear? That one thing gripping you right now, call it out. Is it failure, exposure, change? Say it loud if you're alone. Scribble it down if you're quiet. See it sharp. You can't forge what you won't face. This is step one. Let's stare it down. Here's where it burns. You've named it. Good. That's your match. Now feed it to the flames. This isn't about killing fear. It's about using it. You don't wait for courage to show up. You light it with what's already there. Fear's your fuel, and we're throwing it in the forge. Picture this. A blacksmith doesn't fear the fire. He feeds it. Coal, wood, whatever's raw. It's all power. That's your fear right now. That what if I fail? Toss it in. It's not a weight. It's heat. Pushing you to prepare harder. Fight smarter. That what will they think? Burn it. It's not a chain. It's a torch, lighting your way past their noise. That I'm not ready. Ignite it. It's not a stop. It's a shove, driving you to start anyway. You're in the heat now, sweating, shaking, alive. And that's where fearless begins. I'll tell you about Kim. She's real. Met her a while back. Grew up scared, abusive home, told she'd never amount to much. Wanted to be a nurse, but fear screamed, You're too broken, you'll fail. She could have stayed small. Instead, she fed it. Took that fear, I'm not enough, and burned it into night classes, burned it into exams, burned it into scrubs. She told me fear was my gas. I ran it till it roared. Now she's saving lives, fearless. That's feeding the flames. What's your fuel? Maybe it's doubt. I can't do this. Burn it. Prove it wrong. Maybe it's shame. I've messed up too much. Torch it. Own your scars. Maybe it's risk. It's too big. Ignite it. Go bigger. It stings. Good. Fuel doesn't feel nice. It feels hot. Your move. Pick one fear. One grip. Say, I'll look stupid. Feed it in. Feel it flare. What's it pushing you toward? Action. Truth. Grit. This isn't talk. It's fire. You're not scared. You're stoking. Stay in the blaze. Let's heat it up. Now it's forging. You're in the flames. Perfect. Fear's burning and you're hammering. This is your fearless life and you don't wish for it. You build it. Every spark's a step. Every hit's a win. You're not just facing fear. You're forging it into power. Let's get real. That fear's your steel now. Take that, I might fail. Swing, I'll learn. Swing, I'll grow. Forge it into resilience, or that they'll judge me. Slam it, I don't care. Slam it, I'm me. Forge it into freedom, that I'm not ready. Smash it, I'll start. Smash it, I'll figure it out. Forge it into guts. You're not dodging flames. You're shaping them into a you that doesn't flinch. Here's another story. Meet Tony. Grew up rough. Streets, gangs, fear was survival. Wanted out but scared. I'll get caught. I'll die. Fed it to the fire. Took that fear, I'm trapped, and hammered it into a GED. Hammered it into a job. Hammered it into a family. He told me fear was my hammer. I beat it into a life. Now he's a mechanic, a dad, fearless. That's you too. Your hammer's alive. It's choice. That doubt. Swing. Try anyway. That shame. Swing. Stand tall. That risk. Swing. Leap now. It's loud. Sparks fly. Metal groans. Heart pounds. Good. Fearless isn't silent. Let's do it. Name 3 fears. I'll fail. They'll hate me. It's too late. Pick one. What's it forging? Courage, pride, hunger. Take one step today. Speak, start, risk. That's your hammer swinging. That's your steel glowing. What's your first hit? Feel the heat. Let's forge it fearless. Look at you now. Fear didn't break you. It fueled you. You fed it, you forged it, and here you are, fearless. Not because fear's gone, it's still there, always will be, but because you've turned it into power. This isn't about never shaking, it's about never stopping. This isn't a trick, it's a triumph. Kim's healing now, Tony's building. Me? I'm here, forged from my own fears, roaring with you. You're next. That failure, it's a spark you wield now. That judgment, it's a flame you've outshone. You've taken the tightest, darkest fears and forged them into a life next scare comes, you'll grin, I've burned this before. The next doubt hits, you'll swing, I forged this. Why? Because you made it yours. Day by day, flame by flame, you're crafting a you that fear can't touch. So stand tall, feel the light. The flames are yours, the forge is yours, and what's left is you. Fearless, forged from fuel. What's your next fearless move? That risk you've dodged, that truth you've hid, that life you've dreamed. Live it. This is your moment. This is your fire. You're fearless now. Fear was your fuel. You forged a fearless life. Life tried to scare you, but you burned it into strength. This is Inspire Forge, where we turn fear into fire, doubt into fight. Hit that like if you're fearless today. Subscribe for more fuel to your forge, and drop in the comments. What's one fear you're forging? Let's keep burning together.